My name is Stephanie Griffin, and I've been a patient at Atlas here with Dr. Flory since Thanksgiving of 2018. Well, I'll maybe start with who I was before. Before all of this, I was a competitive athlete. So being in the gym and lifting weights and doing all these things that you would normally do was no problem. Until 2014, and I had an automobile accident. And after that accident, I started having neck pain, some intermittent T-spine discomfort. I had headaches. Anytime I would engage my neck muscles, my upper body, I would have headaches, really bad headaches for a couple of days. My whole life, as far as I knew, I had scoliosis. My shoulders were uneven, my hips were uneven, so we were constantly having to adjust skirts and dresses to accommodate that. So to me, that was my normal, but within that, what I thought at the time was scoliosis, it did not impede my daily functions. I was still able to do all of these things. I did, however, start developing a little twitch in my shoulder because of the uneven shoulders, and so it was very aggravating, but it would still happen, and I just wasn't even conscious of it until after I was already doing it. And it was because my shoulder straps would fall off my shoulder because of the unevenness and stuff. So as I was aging, this was becoming more exacerbated. And so when I had my wreck, then I started developing these other symptoms. And so with the headaches, I couldn't even tolerate a pair of sunglasses on my head. I referred to it as it would start a storm in my head. It was just this, whatever it was, neurological storm. And it was very uncomfortable, and it would just intensify until something was lifted off of my head or removed. And so this never improved in 2014 until I started seeing Dr. Flory. I had neck stiffness. I could not do this as easily as I can now. Sleeping was difficult. I had about 2 positions I could sleep in, and that was it. And I had one pillow, my poor lumpy pillow, is the only one I could use. I tried so many, and I always had to go back to this one particular pillow, which allowed for kind of a hyperextension or something on my neck. It had to be hyperextended for me to be able to sleep. Balance was becoming an issue. I would lose my balance when I was just walking. I would turn the corner and I would fall into a wall. So the symptoms that I was having, they were becoming more pronounced, and then additional symptoms were starting to come. And then a little over a year, September of 2017, I had a friend come to town to visit me who I was sharing my struggle with. And he said that he had been in an accident and was having a lot of debilitating neck issues and had found NUCCA. And he says, "You've got to find NUCCA." So I looked, and Dr. Flory is the one who popped up. I felt very blessed because he was right here within an hour of where I was. So I started coming in November. I wasn't sure what to expect. I was hopeful because my friend had had such great results and had resumed his normal life without medications, any other assistance, and said that he only needed a maintenance of 1 to twice a year now. So for me, that sounded great, and it gave me hope, like I said. So I came for my evaluation, and we did all the films and all of the testing that they do. And they just made me feel very comfortable from the get-go. As soon as I walked in the door, everything was just so organized, just such a nice flow, no hiccups. And so that helped to increase my confidence. And they were just all so nice and professional and kind and caring, and that was a bonus. So when I came for my second visit to go over the findings. What I discovered from what he found was that I didn't have scoliosis. He can tell you more, but I had subluxation and some other things going on that I don't quite get, but anyway, due to incorrect anatomy or anatomical positions in my neck, these things were there, and the rec simply brought it forward, the rest of the symptoms. So it actually was a good thing to have a rec in my case, and then I was able to seek treatment. And I am currently in treatment. Phase 1 is completed. We're just starting phase 2. And I can tell you that where I was having headaches at least once a week, now I have had one headache since I started treatment at Thanksgiving. And that is huge. My balance is now much improved. I don't bump into walls anymore. My thinking is more clear. My shoulders, my trainer has noticed that my shoulders are now more even. I feel my posture is erect. When I walk, I just feel upright and straight. And this is really the first time I've experienced that really my whole life. So that makes me happy. And my strength is improving finally. After not being able to do a lot of things in the gym that I was used to being able to do. I had tried specialized physical therapy right after my rec, and it helped a little, but it never was able to solve my neck pain or some of my T-spine pain. So this for me is just a real miracle, and I'm so grateful for it. And right now I would say that overall I'm about 80% improved after phase 1. And I know there's more to go. So what this has done for me, it is restoring life and health unto me. It's given me hope, whereas before I had lost hope. And so I'm just really grateful. Oh, I had tingling in my hands, and then my teeth. My front teeth would hurt. This was after my accident, intermittently, and now those things have gone away. So when the body is put into good position, it just heals naturally. And so I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for Dr. Flory and Dr. Kim, and for what they're doing for me and for others. Try it. I can't say enough good things about it. I wasn't sure how it was going to work for me, but I was hopeful because it worked for a friend. And I can tell you that they take great care of their patients. They study your particular situation. They won't touch you until they have done all of the testing and reviewed all of you are a case study, an individual case study, and they look at you specifically for your needs. And they proceed with caution, and they communicate in full. They love you to ask questions. You don't feel as though you're imposing. There's always time to address your questions, your issues, and leave you with hope. I mean, they're phenomenal. Both of them, they just care tremendously for their patients. My name is Stephanie Griffin, and thank you, Atlas Brain and Spine.